Yo, Shortbox Nation, this is Botter, and I'm here to tell you right now that con season starts early this year with the return of Northeast Florida's premier anime, comic book, and sci-fi event, Collective Con. That's right, Northeast Florida's largest pop culture convention returns for its 10th year on March 8th through the 10th at the Prime Osborne Center in Jacksonville, Florida. 10 years of Collective Con, they're pulling all the stops out to make sure this is a can't-miss event. And the guest list they got going, don't even get me started on the guest list. I mean, they've got A-list celebrity guests and voice actors from some of your favorite movies, anime, and video games like Elijah Wood and Sean Ashton, Ray Park, Trisha Helfer, Ross Marquand, Max Middleman, and Bo-Katan herself will be there, Katie Sackhoff. Tell me what other convention is giving you the opportunity to meet Frodo and Sam from Lord of the Rings, Darth Maul, and One Punch Man all under the same roof. Only at Collective Con. And if you're looking to get some of your favorite comics signed, or if you want to get an original sketch from some of the best comic artists in the world, well, you're in luck, because there'll be plenty of comic and creator guests there, like DC comic artist extraordinaire Clay Mann, Harvey Award-nominated illustrator John Taylor Christopher, Marvel and DC cover artist Chris Stevens, and acclaimed Star Wars author Timothy Zahn. They'll all be at Collective Con this year. And if you're looking to bring the family, or if you want to make a weekend out of it, you're in luck, because there'll be so much going on at Collective Con that weekend in the form of vendors, fan panels, video game tournaments, cosplay contests, after parties, and a bunch of fan events. You can purchase single and 3-day weekend passes now using the link in this episode's show notes, or by going to collectivecon.com to book your tickets and hotel. Buy your tickets now, and I'll see you at Collective Con, March 8th through the 10th. Now let's start the show.
Label the sun dogs, hotter than Hell's Kitchen, breaking down these podcast walls. The Shortbox, come take a ride on this epic voyage. Fanboys and fangirls, we'll fill your comic void. iTunes, the Shortbox, subscribe for you and yours.
Yo, Shortbox Nation. No, you didn't select the wrong episode. I know it's been a long time since we heard that version of the intro song. You're on the right episode this week, I promise. Hey, Shortbox Nation, welcome back. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm your host, Botter Milligan, and welcome to the Shortbox, a comic book podcast. Now, normally I'd be joined by my squad of talented and sarcastic co-hosts, but they're trapped in the time stone because of what they said last episode. Real ones know what I'm talking about. Speaking of last episode, you might recall that we officially declared we're on the road to 300. We're really close to releasing our landmark 300th weekly episode. Can you believe it? So, what better way to celebrate the future than with a taste of the past? Another milestone, another story. It's time to celebrate with a little helping of nostalgia. I figured why not take it back to the first episode of the current Shortbox crew that most of you are familiar with. I'm talking about the first episode hosted by me, Cesar, Ashley, and Ed. So even though they're not physically here with me today, you'll still get to enjoy their banter and sarcasm. It all works out. The iteration of the Shortbox crew that many of you know and follow now was first formed in June 2016 on episode 134, which seems like a lifetime ago. This was also Ashley's first appearance as a full-time host, and per usual Shortbox decorum, we didn't take it easy on her. We told her that this was a tryout, but secretly we were really happy to have her take us up on the opportunity to join the crew full-time. This was around the time that Adam Wallet was getting busier with work and life, so he wasn't able to record as much, and we really wanted a fourth person to round out the show. And let's be honest, I could always use an ally to level the playing field against Ed and Cesar. Now, normally our weekly episodes have commercials. We reserve the commercial-free versions for our patrons of the show, but we're proud to present this one commercial-free thanks to our sponsor, Gotham City Limit, Jacksonville's premier location for comic books, collectibles, toys, and more. And to stay commercial-free for future episodes, consider becoming a Shortbox patron. We love producing the show for you to enjoy, but we could use some help expanding and keeping the lights on here at the Shortbox studio. You can support the show for as little as $2 a month and enjoy perks like access to over 30 bonus episodes, commercial-free listening, topic voting, merch, and a whole lot more. See for yourself by visiting our membership site, patreon.com/theshortbox. And if you aren't in a position to help us financially, that's fine. You'll still be able to enjoy weekly content like this free of charge. But do me a favor and tell a friend or your favorite comic book fan about this show. Word of mouth helps us grow too. Without further ado, Shortbox, allow me to reintroduce ourselves. This is episode 134, From One to Loki.
Lex Luthor's.
Ashley, do you play video games?
I still have a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So
Old
yes.
school.
Yes.
That's right.
So we normally crack old jokes about Cesar, but it sounds like we might be able to crack old jokes about you.
Yes, it's not me.
I just play cartridge-based systems. That could be like the you hipster thing. It's like, I just play cartridge-based
I only use
systems.
consoles that take cartridges you have to
Yes.
blow the dust out of.
Yep. Yeah.
Typically. I've been really getting into Kid Icarus.
Yo, nothing 32 bits and higher. 32
fuck
bits
that
and that's
16-bit higher shit. I've been playing Contra without the 30 life
bits.
code.
it. Ryan was supposed to be here
If
to
that was
talk
a
about
joke.
E3, but yo, straight up, I was on Amazon and
What's Amazon?
I was going
jungle?
to add like something to my wish list. I think it was Injustice, and then of course Amazon with their fucking like bastard, just hate your wallet type move.
Oh.
It was like, you know what else you might like, kid? And it was like Spider-Man, and then apparently in December I'll be broke and poor because Spider-Man's coming out, Injustice 2's coming out, the God of War.
Bulgaria. Exchange rate is gone, sir.
So Spider-Man's coming out in December, God of War.
God of War looks awesome.
You know what else is coming out in December? You filing for bankruptcy.
Tekken 7 comes out with Akuma, so that's where he's been.
Potter taking turns
So-
crashing on our couches.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yo,
Merry Christmas, guys.
Hey, I beat all these games I bought. Also, can I live in
House
your
party?
place for a little bit?
Pajama Jammy Jam.
oh, it's gonna be crazy. Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to show those two videos because
Bum ass Logan.
I just thought those looked the most interesting out of all the. I'm sure E3 just had a whole bunch of games, but I mean, I only focus on the superhero ones.
Yep.
So
Like everyone else now. I mean,
yeah, for the most part.
superheroes are in.
Were you keeping up with E3, Ashley?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't.
What type of
She's like,
nerd are
I'm
you?
not 10.
I just read a bunch of comics.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Well, you're in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do that too.
So, all right, like I'd mentioned, I don't think that you've been on since we've rebranded ourselves.
New logo and
So you don't. You qualify for our latest host
yes.
tradition.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So anytime that we have like a new guest or whatnot, we do this tradition where we ask a very pivotal question. It sets up the mood of the rest of the show. So you are definitely not excluded. So I have to turn it over to Cesar, who's going to ask a very pivotal question, Ashley.
Favorite part.
And you have to answer truthfully. Go ahead.
All right. So essentially, this is based, like Butter said, if someone who is first-time listener of the show doesn't know who, like this, say, like you're listening to a podcast and you're like, oh man, I wish I knew who these guys were talking to. This is basically to answer that question. So I'm going to ask you one very simple question, Ashley.
Okay.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, God.
And why should we care?
All right. I'm not sure why you should care, but I work,
Good answer. She took the modest approach. Very
nice.
well done.
I work at Superhero Beach Comic Shop. I read a ton of comics. I draw comics sometimes.
Already you're more qualified than Butter.
Dude, I thought Ryan Thompson wasn't here, but holy shit, he's right in front of me.
Well done.
I draw a lot and I read a lot and I play a whole lot of Super Mario.
We the artists outnumber Butter at this table.
Oh, that's true.
It's the artist show.
Taking over.
Find something I drew in this house. I'll get you back to you on that one. So, Ashley, but here's the thing. You're not really here from a guest perspective. You're helping us kind of fill in a host slot because Adam has blown up to letter. Sorry, I always fuck that up. He's lettering for heavy metal.
Rest in peace, Adam.
Unless our names are Grant Morrison.
You need to finish your sentences a lot faster. Because, Adam has blown up. Ellipsis.
But no, I mean, we figured, we always have a open
As much as he's
chair
eating at
every
that
now and
barbecue place, he
then. Yeah,
probably is blowing up.
that's actually the reason.
Okay,
Adam
every day.
can't make it to the show because he's probably at the Bearded Pig
He's at
right
Bearded
now.
Pig as we speak. So if you want to see Adam, go there. He's probably there.
He'll tell you all about his opinions on today.
He's smoking some brisket right now.
So Sarah told me that the Bearded Pig is not that far away from where she lives now.
No,
I
she's
was
in
like,
San. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
I was like,
Oh
what?
shit.
we need to go. She's like, yeah, it'd be a nice thing. I was like, nice thing? No, I'm going there to do damage.
I need to see Adam.
And I want to see Adam.
to catch up with Adam.
You shoot Adam a text, hey, you want to hang
She's
out?
like, it'd be a nice
Can't.
thing. He'll be like 5 ribs hanging out his mouth. Like, I listened to the last show, guys. I'm really not digging what you said about this.
that.
More,
It's the grand problem.
more mustard-based barbecue sauce.
I think it's scary is when he comes back on the show. That's what he's gonna try to fight back the barbecue references. Adam, what do you think about the new Justice League movie? Well,
I think
I'm
the
saying
ribs
that
at the Bearded Pig were
a lot better than this movie.
way better than the ones
Some of
I
these
tried.
barbecue references. But so yeah, I figured why not actually have you on as a interim co-host for this episode or whatnot, and all that. But you are the super counter girl of the Superhero Beat Shop, so
Yes,
it's pretty good credentials.
I read all the books. I put them in my pull tab, and then if I don't like them, I put them back up on the wall.
It's the benefit
If
of
I don't
working
like
in a
them,
shop.
I burn them. I blow them shits up.
What are you recommending to people now? Like if some random was walking the street and asked you, hey,
Some random. So
first of all, do you hate those questions? Do you hate the randoms when they come in?
The only thing I hate is when random people walk in and say, "Do you read this stuff?"
You mean all of this?
Yeah, all of this. No, I don't read any of this. I'm just here to ring you up.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
I'd be like, where am I and who's the president?
So I always go to Image. Always go to Image. So Rumble, we
Butters.
always have Rumble, the first volume at the
Butter
store.
just stop the recording.
Again, we outnumber
We are
Butter.
having technical difficulties.
Southern Bastards, I think, is
Greatest comic
probably...
ever.
I'm
Don't quote me on that.
obsessed.
Oh,
Wait a minute. He said Southern Bastards was the greatest comic ever over any Marvel title.
oh.
That qualifies.
Southern Bastards is in my
No,
top
don't do
5
damage
all-time
control.
favorite. Like Jason Aaron
Yes.
kills it in that.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Except for
recommend
when
it.
he's writing Thor.
Star Wars.
I do. I really like Mighty Thor. I really like that book. Did you guys read that Vote Loki book?
No.
I haven't read it yet.
It's garbage.
Is it?
Dude, and she keeps it real.
Hold on. I did not expect that. Like, we were all like, yeah, talk it up. Positive stuff. And she's like, did you guys read this? I was like, no, we haven't. Is it cool? It fucking sucks.
I love Loki so much. I wanted it to be good. I even, like Teenage Loki and that other book. I was into it. I got into it. This one is so bad. So bad.
Did you read
Garbage.
You know what? I was talking to Will from the Side Hustle about the Side Muscle.
No.
Willis Israel Leroy.
Will. W-I-L.
Yeah. So I was talking to him. He was like, hey, who are you going to have on the show? He was like, is Adam
You
going
were
to be
like your
back on?
mom.
Yeah, sucker. Let me go wake her up in the room.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Hey, you started it,
man.
Anyways.
Cross the line. I'm sorry, Willis. I apologize.
So he was like, hey, is Adam going to be on the show? I was like, I'm not sure. I think he might be busy. I think he's got something going on.
He's at the barbecue.
And I was like, but I'm going to have Ashley Lanny on the show. And he was like, oh, that's great. You're going to have a female voice, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, yeah. And I was like, and maybe she'll be able to, keep us within line with us. When it's just us three, we kind of go kind of crazy, whatever. I was like, she might be able to, make sure to tame us or whatnot.
Nah.
But instead, you're over here, you're like, yo, that shit fucking sucked, B. Fuck you.
Yeah. One of us. One of us.
Will did bring up an interesting point. He was like, man, that's pretty cool because if she's part of the episode, then your current lineup is going to be one of the first podcasts not to have one single white male in it. And I was like, the diversity crew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Oh.
No, it's true.
Well, if I'm checking the marks, I'm checking Asian. If I'm checking the boxes.
So
Ed,
besides,
when a cop pulls you out the car, are you still white?
I pretend I don't speak English.
Okay. Cops are always
Really
the
freaks them
measure
out.
of how white you are. Because Bonner would be like, yo, I'm high yellow, son. I'm a light-skinned brother. But when he gets in trouble with the law, they're like, get the fuck out the car.
I'm Moroccan.
There's other ruffians out there, officer. I don't know why you pulled me over. I pay your salary.
My name is Ryan Thompson, sir. I'm just saying. So, all right. So, besides those books that you recommend, what are some of your personal favorites right now?
So, Deadly Class.
Nice.
It's been amazing. Rick Remender has not burned me yet. I've read about everything so far going through the lineup, and everything's been amazing.
You like Devolution?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I like it a lot. Oh, and Paper Girls. I love Paper Girls.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Paper Girls is cool.
I love Saga. It's kind of inching close to how much I like Saga.
Really?
Although Fat the Will is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I can't. It's my favorite. Just seeing a fat character that used to be good looking.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Dang. You started saying shit. I didn't even know there was a title. Is this?
Saga.
But Ed did, and I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is like
Saga.
that."
He's the one of them.
No,
He's
not Saga.
Oh,
the Fat Will.
Oh, Fat.
No.
Oh, Fat Will. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like,
The
that's
Will.
interesting.
The Will.
These are the character.
Saga.
Yeah.
I know. You're
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
got real fat.
Han Solo.
Yes,
fat.
yes. Okay. Now, from an artist perspective, who are some of your favorite artists in the game right now? I love just saying in the
She
game.
was like,
by the way.
me.
me,
Dylon. Top 3. Ashley.
Top three. Jason Latour.
Nice.
Artist
Really
for
like,
Southern Bastards.
Yes, because it's ugly, but it's good ugly.
Yeah,
Like,
he
it
can
fits.
draw. He can draw some ugly-looking Southerners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona Staples. I feel like it's a given. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
And Tula Latae.
Who is that?
Love her. She does a lot of covers. She did Supreme Blue Rose.
Oh,
Did you see that?
yeah.
Oh, those.
covers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those covers are good.
Also, we should let you in on a little joke that you don't. Maybe you know it already, but Botter is ridiculously biased when it comes to Marvel books.
If you can't just tell from the house.
Slash,
Yeah, the artwork is telling me so.
yeah. Slash, if you talk any shit about that Red M, he will go to war. But
All
do
right.
it anyway because his
Yes.
war game. It's a facade.
You know, straight up, I was gonna be like, no, I like other stuff too, but then like I'm looking around the pictures I have on the wall, I'm like, shit.
Butter's always go to is that what I got image books.
Look, there's a Green Lantern in the corner right there.
But he hides them like porn underneath his bed. Like
Little loose floorboards.
he scatters them real quick. Like shit, man, I ain't reading Sokka. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
like
so-
Stan Lee's gonna come to his house and punch him.
Do you like Civil War 2 so far?
I like the second
Ooh.
issue. The first
Second
one, I was
issue?
like, this. What
Did you read the Zero?
I did. That
Okay.
threw me off. The whole
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Zero
and
was
whatnot.
nothing.
It was nothing.
Nothing happened.
You know, all right. But speaking about Big Two, what are some of your Big Two favorite ones right now?
Let's see. I'm reading all the Rebirth stuff. But like I said, like if you buy that last Rebirth book on the shelf, it has my fingerprints on it. 'Cause I read it and then put it back on the shelf. But I'm reading everything.
Are you saying it's a collector's item?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? What's the resale on eBay right now?
I know.
Rebirth
So-
number 0, Ashley Hoy fingerprint preserved.
I think I'm all up to date on everything. I didn't read action or detective, but everything else I've read.
How much time do you spend reading? I mean, that's got to be the other part of the job.
I'm there about 30 hours a week, so about 28 of it. I'm reading.
A lot of downtime.
She ain't
a lot of
lying.
downtime at the shops.
Fridays, the new books still aren't on the shelves because she's
Yeah.
reading it. I'm
Yeah.
getting to it, all right? I'm quality controlling right here.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of fingerprints on the edges of covers. Don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about.
It matches. Like it's on every single one. Okay. How long have you been working at Superhero Beach?
2 years? Yeah, it's been about 2 years.
Okay. All right. Just taking down notes.
How long have you been drawing? All your life, or
Yeah, ever since I was a little kid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw. Yeah, I think the last time I seen you was at MegaCon, and
yeah.
you were doing a Hodor.
I was doing a Hodor. I love Hodor. Anything Game of
anymore.
Thrones related, I know. What's the spoiler policy on here?
If you got
gotta
a
say
spoiler,
Are we about to drop some spoilers?
I just want to talk about the Hound.
Sure.
Cesar usually takes care of it like this.
Spoiler alert, like a motherfucker.
And then we kind of give like a 3 second,
Oh,
5
God, I
second.
like that.
We get about 3 second, 5 second moment of silence. They could pause, and then you may begin.
Yep.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
while you guys talk about Game of Thrones, I'm gonna go read some Marvel comics.
So you guys are all caught up?
My roommate read the books, so
But it's
I know
past.
everything.
It's past the books now.
Well, and I know everything he's seen.
Okay.
So it's not going to spoil anything for me.
Okay. All right. That's good.
I
Are
don't
you
care.
caught up, Ed?
Battle of the Bastards I know what happened. Yes.
And when the Hound came back, I karate punched my excitement out across the living room.
Oh,
Nice.
poor Josh.
I had poor cats.
Oh, you punched your cat in the face?
They scattered.
Wait, were you doing like actual the air or a person or an animal? Like, was it like you were doing katas like the Karate Kid?
So it started out as air, but as I got closer to the cat,
I'm going to kick the air.
You're the best.
I'm going to kick in front of me like so. If you happen to get in that space,
yes, you're getting kicked too.
I'm going to do my arms
She was
like this.
hardcore dancing like they used to.
Just like a straight edge kid. Spin kicking.
I've never been so excited watching TV. I've lost my mind. That's my all-time favorite literary character, and then that they brought him back.
All-time favorite literary character.
Said, okay.
Oh, you're pulling the
Top
botter.
five.
Pulling the botter.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you like about him?
He's just gross.
Messed up face.
He's just messed up and gross, and he's funny, and he's crude. I don't know. I love him.
What do you like about him so much? He's just a disgusting
Gross.
thing.
Ugh, melted face.
It's grody, and I love it.
Hot. What?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Wait. So,
We still
because I know
still
in the
talking Game of
show,
Thrones?
doesn't it deviate a little bit? Like, doesn't I'm sorry, Botter.
You know what?
Go to the kids' table, honey.
The thing is, I haven't said anything about like people spoiling Game of Thrones because I don't watch it currently. But I feel like in my true Botter fashion, in the year 2018, when I get into Game of Thrones,
Guys, have you heard
this
of Game
is
of
going.
Thrones?
Everything that I've heard is finally going to accumulate, and I'm going to be like, I shouldn't have done this.
You're gonna be like, spoilers. I totally didn't know Jon Snow dies. Like, Botter, it's 2020. You're now watching. Yeah, I just started it. It's still on now, right, guys?
I'm on season 18. I'll get caught up soon.
He's finished all the books. It's been too long.
George R.R. Martin died and then brought himself back.
He started a new series.
He knows how to do it. I read it. Yeah, by the way, don't feel weird. We already dropped the spoiler warning, so if you want to talk about anything else,
spoil away.
Spoilery.
Okay, that's
ahead.
about it. That's all I can think about.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and the last one's on tonight.
Yo, this is Botter. Sorry for interrupting this episode, but I'll keep it brief. I wanted to let you know about a massive sale we have going on over at the Shortbox store on all of our merchandise and apparel. That's theshortboxstore.bigcartel.com. You can now save 20% off your entire order using the discount code YOO, Y-O-O. So if you've been waiting for the right time to finally buy that gauntlet snapback, or if you ever wanted to buy any of the shirts you see me wear on the podcast, well, now's your chance to get them for a steal. We still have a few sizes left of everything, but they won't last long, and once they're gone, they are gone. And then I mentioned that all of our apparel is screen printed on high quality material. None of that heat transfer or direct to garment stuff. Our shirts are some of the most comfortable ones you'll ever wear, and the hats look even better in person. So wear your support for the Shortbox Nation proudly, knowing that you're going to look damn good doing it. Get to theshortboxstore.bigcartel.com as soon as you can, and don't forget to use that discount code YOO, Y-O-O, to save 20% off your entire order. All of this information can be found in this episode's show notes if you want to get there faster. Thanks for not pressing fast forward. Now back to the show.
I gotta ask.
Last one of the season.
I can't see your earrings all the way. I need my glasses. What? Who is on your earrings?
You get one guess.
I'm gonna guess.
Motherfucking Hound.
The Hound.
Oh my god.
That is cool.
God, this guy's so
Where did you
dirty.
get those?
Etsy, and I can only wear these when I'm working or
I
when
should
I'm
have known
doing
the
a
answer was going to be
podcast.
Etsy. Yeah, I should have known.
I can't wear these in real life.
Oh, you're going to get them.
You were supposed to keep us in line and maybe not as nerdy, but you just, God.
She dropped the gauntlets. Now we got to rise to that. Like she's like,
You want a qualifier? I'll show you a qualifier.
those are cool. I like them.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Oh, so me and Ed went
Oh,
to this
yeah.
Yes.
red, white, and bruised Rising Stakes
Wrestling.
match. So actually, I'm not sure if you heard our last episode, but we had Dagan Briggs and John Davis on the show. Really good episode. Like, it got a lot of love, a lot of plays and downloads.
Yeah, he wants to come back. John
Decent
wants to come
guys.
back.
Yeah, I figured as much.
But any means necessary, he said.
Really?
Yeah,
But he said that?
He knows where he lives. He knows where he lives.
Oh, great.
So invite him back.
So I need to move first. Okay. But so we had him on the show last week, and they came on to talk about the wrestling circuit here in Florida, as well as this the Rising Stakes match that was this Saturday. So me and Ed went, and Ryan Thompson from GAM had joined us as well.
Who?
I'm sorry. Fuck Ryan.
Fuck Ryan.
Fuck Ryan. Ryan. Fuck Thompson. So we were all there, and whatnot, and for me, it was my first time ever going to like an indie wrestling match like this. First of all,
So immediately your beard grew out.
yeah, exactly. I had a beer gut,
and you became a hipster. You were on your phone the whole match. You were like, no, I guess it's on.
So first of all, Ella, who runs kind of the USWA stuff here in Jax, she had set aside like 20 chairs for
ridiculous.
for like the short box. They all had like individual short box.
I never
reserve
like
stickers.
asking for like free. So I was expecting, okay, maybe she gave us like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then she gave us at least like 10 seats with the short box like taped onto the chair, like reserved. That's like
cool.
second row. Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
I was calling people I don't even know where.
You got your brother to come out?
Yeah, I got like my brother to come out. There was a homeless dude who was like, yo, you want to go watch wrestling? They might have food. So yeah, we were all in there.
Yeah,
and,
it was awesome. She hooked us up.
Dude, it was pretty cool.
It was fun.
For my first time experience. First of all, I wasn't used to shit talking like really big dudes like in the ring, but John Davis's aunt was sitting in front of us.
Oh my god!
And that's all she did the whole time was shit talk every wrestler and compare them to her, to John.
Yeah. It's like yeah, it's like sports mom like yelling.
So one of the top matches was John Davis versus this dude Martin Stone. I think who goes by his wrestling name is the Grappler or the Governor.
The Governor.
The
Martin
Governor,
Stone.
right? He's supposed to be like the asshole
guy.
British dude.
Yeah, he looks like a straight up soccer hooligan.
Yeah. So it got to a point where me and Ed were getting like pretty comfy about like just shit talking too.
Yeah.
So me and Ed were like cracking like European Union jokes.
Yeah. I'll say Euro. No one else got it. I don't think anyone was around me.
no
Like,
one
what
else
are you guys
did.
talking about? I was like, oh,
And he
watch the
kept
news.
like, he kept like exiting the ring to like hop on the ropes.
Yeah, he was-
And I started yelling. I was like, that's what I would expect leaving the Union, just like Britain just did.
Yo, the short box bringing you highbrow economy.
I know we're
jokes
doing like
at a
some
wrestling event.
political heckling. It was like-
I will say this. So the listeners couldn't see John Davis. But I mean, they probably saw him on our Facebook and whatnot. I just want everyone to know John Davis is just as intimidating in the ring as he is in person, if not more.
Well, that's his element, man.
yeah.
Did not smile. You ever see him happy when he got his belt or
He
whatnot?
didn't smile at all. Even after the show, he's not smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, thanks for coming out.
So let me.
Looked like he's about to kick my
so let me
ass
tell you
anyway.
this. So as the night progressed,
I'm going to punch you because you're my friend.
Yeah.
he just punches David.
So when am I getting back on the
And
show?
I can't do shit. Yo,
Talk
David,
about her. Talk about her.
So as the night progressed, everyone's having a good time. Everyone's really getting into it, and it got to the point where I told Ed, someone has screamed out, "Kill him!"
Yeah. What did that one guy yell before his finishing move? He's like, if he dies, he dies.
What, like
Ivan Drago, dude. Dude, it was
It was a
great
skinhead
time.
looking dude.
Oh
Like,
my
so-
God.
death proof.
I got to give them like
dies,
all
he
the wrestlers in that match like props on just their showmanship. Especially this there was a tag team match between the Circle of Disrespect.
Circle of Disrespect.
Great name, by the way.
Hilarious.
And the Dreamboats. And the turn, the plot twist. The
You gotta
Dreamboats-
say he came out dressed as
Dr. Doom.
skinny guy. This guy weighs 100 pounds. He's like the skinniest dude. He's like, Otter and I were bigger than a lot of these wrestlers. So this guy's like tall, super skinny. He came out green robe and Dr. Doom mask.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And the other guy had like his name, but had like another Daredevil style logo.
Butter had a boner.
Yeah. It was Marvel.
As soon as he saw that.
And they were the bad guys. Yeah.
So the
Like in real life.
Yeah. Yep.
So the Dreamboats had pinned the Circle of Disrespect, but one of the members from the Circle of Disrespect had planted brass knuckles in the Dreamboats like
Tights.
Tights.
Yeah.
So the Dreamboats are I know, dude. Trust me.
That's awesome.
Where?
Just put him
Exactly.
He hit him
No, I'm
like
just messing
basically.
with
He
that.
took out the knuckles. Like
Yeah.
they had a manager, so she slid in the
Circle of
knuckles.
Disrespect did.
And then the guy was picking him up like for a suplex, and then he punches him with the brass knuckles in the face. And then when he goes down, he like hides him in the dude's trunks. That he
Straight
just knocked out.
disrespectful.
But then the match continues, so like kicks out. But then at the end of the match, they win. They get the belts.
The Dreamboats won.
Yeah, the Dreamboats win. They get the belts, but then he's like, check his tights.
Yeah.
He hit me with the brass knuckles. And then the referee checked his tights.
And then the
he
ref's like-
reversed the
yeah.
decision. Or no, he continued the match.
Yeah, he like, continue the match.
And they like cheap shot at him.
Yeah,
and won.
super cheap shot. Circle of Disrespect won. Dude, this all have. I was
Yeah.
like, this is the greatest
yeah.
moment.
Unfolding right
Yeah.
before your eyes.
And it was funny, like after the show, we're hanging out, and those guys came out, and I was like, "Yes, you guys did great." And they're like, "Dude, we were robbed." They were still in characters, like, "We were robbed, man. Do you see that? They cheated."
Wrestling's
And
life,
then they
dude.
came back, like, "Do you guys have a lighter we can borrow for 3 to 5 minutes?" It's like, no. They were like hippie.
My
looking
favorite
dudes.
part, though, were the refs. Because they were the only logical.
Oh yeah,
like,
refs
dudes.
were super serious.
And I guess the only other thing that we can comment on is Dagon Briggs, when he's in character, he's in character. Because when he
Yeah,
was on
he's
the
a different
show,
dude.
I was like, dude, this is like the most mellow
Yeah.
wrestler I've ever met.
He's
like,
a dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, he's a dad. He's mellow. He's super nice.
Not when the makeup's on.
But when the makeup was on,
Screaming.
He's the
He's
tyrant.
got crazy death metal music that has his name. He's like custom music. It's like,
and he was fighting.
yeah, I was like, oh my god, it's crazy.
And he was. It was
Oh.
he was against Corey Chavez, who is like John Davis's homeboy,
that's a big
who Corey weighs like 200 pounds, way more
Yeah.
than Hagen, and they were
He's a
going
big-
at it.
He's bigger than John.
Yeah, by far.
Holy God.
Dagon wins, calls out John Davis.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd like to call John Davis to the stage.
Yeah, calls him out.
John had just won his elite championship title, so Dagon starts talking shit about him and basically
Yeah.
calls him out. And he's what is he? He's like, you know what would look good? Your belt on my other shoulder.
Yeah.
Whole crowd
Dude.
erupts. Greatest shit talking ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
is.
I went to Flores High School. All right, I've heard some great shit talking.
It was
circles.
good.
This shit talking was phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
I was running around the whole
they
circle.
basically-
Ah,
Yeah, I know. It was like,
oh shit.
And he's going, you're gonna talk to me like that in my town?
Oh,
my belt in front of my people? And dude, and I talked to him after the show, and he's like, dude, I didn't know he was going in that deep. I wasn't even supposed to talk. He was just gonna call. That was totally on the fly. So he said he wasn't even gonna to say anything like when
Yeah.
he called him out. So it was all like improvised. So
When's
it's
the
really
next
cool.
one?
Saturday, October 8th.
So it's champion versus champion. Our two guests are going to be
Exactly.
wrestling.
The short box
Yeah.
did that, by the way. I just
I know.
want to take
we
credit
set up
for right
set up
now.
that match. We caused some dissension in their friendship.
So, man, I really like the show. I think I did pretty good. I think I did better. No, I think they like me more. So, yeah. If you've never been to one of these USWA matches, I highly recommend it.
And we
That
did
shit
see the
was-
Siberian Bear Crusher.
Oh, man. Don Davis's signature move.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my knees and back were hurting for these people. I was like, he ain't waking up in the morning.
Again, that's some old guy shit right there. Oh my God, his back.
He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Is there a doctor in here?
I mean,
I hope they have some Ben Gay in the back.
look, I got some icy hot you can borrow if you want.
Icy hot.
You know, one of the wrestlers had like one of those icy hots that you put on your shoulder, like the dude who had
Yeah.
the little black like shoulder pad looking
yeah.
thing. I just kept screaming out, "Hit him on the right shoulder!" Did you
target.
Did you
You
get
target.
into it,
Oh,
man?
come on,
it's
dude.
Crazy.
You
It's fun.
were that kid. You were the dude that says, "Put him in a body bag, Johnny." Yeah, like you were that guy.
But with like the older guy thing, it's like people are saying kill him. It's like, killing is a little bit much.
Yeah, I was-
Let's chill
That
out on the
was-
kill him chance.
What the kill him?
Kill? No, it's not.
That was
kill
the
him.
one that, like, friend in high school and senior year when you were thinking about like your senior prank, and it was that one kid that took it way too far. Why don't we get a bunch of goats and sacrifice them in the gymnasium?
That's some Stephen King shit.
All right, Chuck.
And the one guy that told that girl that, were you there when that one guy was talking shit? Like he was like injured. The guy from Olympus, supposedly.
Oh, the dude who I was telling you had back surgery and he's back to like
Oh, yeah.
wrestle. And the whole
From
ring-
Olympus.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
his.
that's his backstory?
That's his backstory.
I was expecting to tell. He's in like in jeans and t-shirts. Like, dude, it's like, where's he?
But
He's
his-
Maxie Zeus.
I wish he should. At least he was. I wish he
He's
was dressed.
Zeus's
At least wear a toga.
he's Zeus's hipster son. All right. So,
Yeah, he's like, Zeus's hipster son. This girl had like a birthday, so they said like happy
Forged
birthday earlier.
from the scrotum of
Yeah.
Zeus.
And he's like, and he did the whole like, now you cheer me, I was hurt, and blah blah blah. So he's the bad guy, and I hope you have the worst birthday ever.
Yeah,
This
it's some
little
kid's
girl.
birthday.
It's like, oh, what a bad dude.
Of course,
He hates little girls' birthdays.
Kill him.
And
Of course,
and what the funniest thing is, like, you know what makes me angry? It's like your hair bun. He had like a man bun.
Yeah, he
thing going
did.
on.
He said, "Well, yeah, that too." But like I said,
so funny.
it was really fun to be a part of like this like back and forth interaction with the crowd. I did take it a little too far. I admit the European Union jokes were a little too soon, but he deserved it.
That's hilarious.
So that was our adventure.
Yeah, that was fun. Definitely, if you guys want something different to do in Jacksonville, that's definitely, if you're not into it, it's still a fun time. It's, interactive. It's, all ages, so you can, whole family can go. It's not too out of control. But yeah, it's a fun event.
Yeah. So I was going through our Facebook page, and I was just kind of looking up for like additional topics to like lightly touch on. Cesar made a really good joke about this being like a substitute teacher. Like I've got no topics really.
Oh, I say when you get a little light on the
Study
topics,
hall.
you start showing videos.
Put your heads
like
down for
teachers
45
do.
minutes.
Like, I got no material. Hey, let's watch this YouTube video about some fucking game. What do you guys think of it? No? All right, keep going. Let's watch this video about fucking another game. What do you guys think of it? No? All right.
Nothing?
Ashley, what are your thoughts?
I don't
We
play
got
video
nothing,
games.
so
Nothing. Oh,
fucking
okay.
say something.
You want to go to the gym? Go ahead. I don't care.
All right.
Gotta
You
take
guys,
another gym break.
look, this is Potter's time, so if you want to keep quiet, just
Did
text.
you guys read The Last Crusade? The Batman Dark Knight?
No, I wanted to.
Did you read it?
The
Dark
last
Knight?
issue's out?
No, the Dark Knight.
It was a one shot.
The one shot.
No, I did the Joker one.
Yeah,
Yes.
did you read it, Ashley?
It's in my
prequel.
pull box. I didn't
Okay.
read it.
Whoa, Ashley, come on, professionalism, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
We'll talk
kidding.
about it later then, guys.
I mean, we did drop the spoiler. You can talk about it if you want.
Well, it's
I heard
good.
Kevin Smith already spoil some shit for it on Hollywood Babylon
It's
anyway.
good, but it's like, what's next?
Well, the
it
issue-
doesn't.
But it
issue-
doesn't have
wait.
a what's next, right? Like that's the
No,
only
yeah,
one.
but the way it's written, it's like you kind of see the beginnings, but you don't see the actually what happened. Like the actual events. You kind of see like Batman, like, oh, I'm old, it sucks. I'm sore. Alfred, help me get up.
The premise for the premise for the issue was to explain the gap between.
well, it's just
10 years before Dark Knight Returns or something
Okay,
like that.
so it explains like how Joker ended up in the.
It kind of sets it
asylum.
up, but you expect, okay, there's needs to be like, the way that I've read it, it seems to be like, okay, there's got to be like a second issue to this.
Who wrote it?
Miller. And
Did he
Azzarello.
actually write it?
Well,
Probably Azzarello.
Azzarello and Miller. in the
Freaking Frank Donald Trump should win Miller. Frank lost my damn mind Miller.
Damn punks.
Freaking Frank turned into
kick him in the
Batman
spine.
from DKR Miller somehow.
I kick him in the spine. He won't walk regular for the rest of his life.
What if he monologues like that everywhere he
Punch
goes?
him in the kidneys. That'll put this punk
Frank,
in
the
the hospital.
goddamn Batman Miller.
Won't kill
basically.
him, but he'll think twice about committing crimes again.
Went to the bold bean.
Yeah. So, but it talks about Robin. It talks about, basically you see him kind of starting to, like, the effects catching up with him, like being, just really hurt all the time. And you see Robin kind of almost becoming a better, fighter, becoming better, he's kind of outpacing him. And then it has some Joker stuff, but it's like, it seems like there needs to be a conclusion. It's like a beginning, but no, they kind of leave it, I guess, up to you, like, between that. No, it's like,
Armando Jr. is the artist on that, right?
Yeah, it's good.
And it's in a pristine format too.
yeah, Prestige $6.99 format.
Damn.
Yeah.
Butter's like, man, I won't spend that much unless
Yeah.
it's a Marvel book.
The thing is, I did end up buying it, and I was wondering why the total was so high. I was like, damn, that's
Yeah.
like $20. I only bought 2 books.
Half of it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird. It felt like there needs to be another like issue. I'm not, I don't know, satisfied is the right word. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I want to see more of what happens.
No
Kinda-
closure.
Yeah, exactly. There's no closure. You kind of see the beginning of what happens, but you don't see the full closure before.
So if you guys want to pick that up,
Yeah. That and
Feel
Vote Loki. Great books.
wonderful, wonderful titles.
No,
for your
it's
collection.
cool. It's definitely worth checking out. But to me, it was just like, yeah, I'm just like, I want more now, And with Dark Knight 3 being delayed, like crazy.
Did you like it?
Wait, how crazy?
It's not done yet.
I know. But what was going on? Like, I liked it.
I did too.
I'm liking it so far.
Yeah. So far, I was like,
I love the Candor
This
stuff.
is not getting jacked up.
This last issue, did you read last issue where he fights his daughter?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's kicked his ass.
Oh, he didn't even fight back. Beat him all the way up
Nah,
to
his daughter.
Yeah. So
She's half Amazonian too.
Yeah.
She's got that magic.
Are you keeping up with Dark Knight 3, Ashley?
Yeah, no, it's been really great. And I'll go in and type in the system when the next one's going to come out, and it always gives
2017.
me like a to be determined, and then it'll just show up.
Your computer just crashes. I don't know.
The Phantom Stranger shows up. Like, he's like, don't worry about it. By the way, that's Deep Cuts. I don't know if you know who that character is,
Oh,
Botter.
it's DC.
Yeah, I know. He's
DC character.
He's DC's equivalent of Nightcrawler's creeper status. Gotcha. You know, the Phantom Stranger is one of those like super creepy like characters. When he shows up, you're like, oh, whoa, uncomfortable, chills. He's sort of like the Question.
No, dude. Are you thinking about the same
all right,
person?
Not the same person. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think.
Phantom Stranger's like one of the like heavy hitters. Like, he's right up there with like Highfather and
Really? Did not know that.
He's like
He's almost
him and the Spectre roll
immortal.
around.
Yeah.
Spectre's
Creepy.
fuck everything.
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
Dressed. If I could dress like the Phantom Stranger every
Yeah.
day, I would. That dude is dapper all the time.
He's basically all he wears is a suit with a
little
little
fedora,
cape,
like a little cape, and a
mini cap.
domino mask.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. I'll go to work like that.
Eyes wide shut style.
I'll go to the freaking flight line, the Air Force, dressed like that.
Oh shit! You know what? It's like you could take the cape off for business and the cape back on for party time.
For pleasure.
Yeah. So just some of the quick topics I want to just super touch on. The Justice League has announced their movie villain. It will be Steppenwolf.
I like to dream.
Can anyone give any insight on who the hell Steppenwolf is?
He's gonna show up and he'll be like, "Close your eyes,
He's-
girl." No surprise.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Isn't he like Darkseid's
like to do the
right
wild
hand?
thing.
Isn't he like Darkseid's right hand man?
Yeah, he's one of his generals, and he's a Kirby character.
in stereo.
Yeah, but I don't know much about the character.
I think in the Batman vs Superman, like what is it like?
If he's a
Special
Kirby
editions or
character, I'm
whatever.
almost positive that Stan Lee pissed on him at one point in time.
I think he shows him like one of the deleted scenes for Batman vs Superman. Like you saw the one that was floating around where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Lex
It'll
talking
probably
to some
be
demon.
in the extended,
Rated R cut?
Ultra Jizz 9000 version of the.
Just 9,000
whatever.
HD
Ultra
plasma. Okay. And then Ed, you had posted something about Eli Roth and Jim Carrey doing a movie together.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing a Steve Niles comic.
I'm in.
Yeah. This comic called Alistair Arcane, which is one of my favorite stories. It's a miniseries. It's basically like was a news guy. I don't know if and people remember this, but a lot of times, a lot of the news guys would do like a late night horror show. They would dress up and then late at night and they show like horror movies and B movies and stuff. But it'd be like your local,
Like in Fright Night.
yeah, it'd be like your local like news anchor, But at night he would,
Turn
do
into
like
an Elvira type.
yeah, exactly, like an Elvira type character. So he basically did that, but he would do like tricks and stuff. And then he lived in like a really conservative town, and basically he did some kind of stunt on the air, like kind of gory stunt. And then I guess some kids replicated it, and then basically the town kind of like protested him and kind of ran him off. He became a shut-in, and then he put a curse on the town. And basically during all that stress, his wife passed away, so he put a curse on the town. And then like so all the adults become monsters. It's been a while since I read it, but it's basically like a scorned old guy. So he was basically living as a shut, and he was like the guy at the end of the street. It's like, don't go to that guy's house. He's the creepy
cool.
old guy. So that's the kind of the premise of the story. But it was like a miniseries. You can still get it. It's the art is really good, but it's easy to find in collections. But it's probably one of my favorite Steve Niles stories. That's when he was just like cranking out books left and right back in the day. But that's the rumor. So that should be pretty cool.
Awesome. I'm a huge fan.
And the last thing I got is that Darth Vader is confirmed for Rogue One.
Who?
Some big black robot dude.
Oh,
Big
wow.
black robot.
Big black robot. Dude.
I feel weird because normally Adam would have like the script of Rogue One already like downloaded.
Yeah,
and
you said confirmed, and it was funny because that's something Adam would be
Someone
like.
call Bearded Pig.
Like-
See if he's there.
Hello, bearded
Is
pig.
Adam there? Oh, Adam? Yeah, he's
Like,
here.
it's like his
Adam
talking about Star Wars again.
his
Won't
back
leave.
cave, you're like,
He won't leave.
yes, call the bearded pig. And he's like, Adam, it's for. He's got like a manservant. It's like, Adam, it's for you. Go for wallet. Adam, we got a case. We need to know if Darth Vader's confirmed in this next film. God damn it! You know I'm not in that business anymore.
I like that.
Please, Adam, your country needs you.
I like that his manservant is basically Haji grown up.
Yeah. I make the best ribs,
Who told you this?
but I cannot eat them based on religious preference. It is the ultimate temptation.
Oh, man.
But I am the sacrificial
the
man
worst.
for the job. Potter, wait, that would be you.
Oh,
Damn it!
don't eat pork.
I was really hoping.
Oh,
I was really hoping we could avoid the Haji jokes.
Oh, man.
I was like,
I mean, I'm not saying you're Haji
All
in
we gotta do
the
is go.
military term. I'm saying you're Haji in the most respectful Johnny Quest term, sir. Sim
you.
sim salabim,
the most
bitch.
respectful manservant term that we can come
He's
up
got
with.
magic.
So one day, so for the next USW
I've
match,
cleaned
it
the
needs, to
toilets,
be,
Johnny.
it needs to be me versus Ed to see who's the best manservant.
Oh man, Twing Wong and Haji jokes.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Would you, Ashley? Who? Wait. Ashley, who would you rather have as a manservant, Haji or Wong? The fans want to know.
Wong knows kung fu.
Haji, that's not
What?
Yes,
Racist.
Curry. She's all
It's probably the wardrobe.
yeah.
She has something
He-
against
he has
Asian
a hat.
people. I should know. I've known her for a while. She's
I feel like one of the servers would be like,
little racist.
"Hey, that Adam guy's here again, and he's got a table of 4 again with mics.
Adam's
He brought
like
mics."
I think Adam's like Logan. Like he comes in there with like a cigar and flannel and sits in the shadowy corner of the bearded pig, and someone's like, yeah, my children were getting a little frightened by that man in the corner. Who is that?
It's probably like Hemingway. He's got like a Hawaiian shirt on, a cigar.
Writing for
More
him.
pork over here.
It's awesome. Writing the great American
Pork and
novel.
Merlot. Yes.
I'm glad. Oh, actually, I also got to give you a heads up. Another tradition of ours is when you are absent from the show, we take time like this to basically just shit talk.
Yeah.
So, just a heads up.
There's a lot of tradition. There's more traditions in this show than Judaism. I'm pretty sure. And we cherish them. We cherish them.
All right. So we're gonna go on break, but before we do, Cesar's got another one of his Breaking Red
Oh,
segments.
well then.
Real quick, if this is your first time tuning
It's
in,
in all caps. That's important.
Imagine like the Daily Show style
No, God.
meets comic book and nerdy
Slash,
stuff.
it's terrible quality on top
So
of that.
I pass it over to Cesar for Breaking Red.
Alrighty. Well, kiddies, this is Breaking Red. I am Cesar Cordero. Is there a darker side to materialism? Top correspondent Donnie Gash took a look into the Chewbacca mask debacle. Upon seeing the mask touted by YouTube and all social media sites, Donnie bought a Chewie mask and it proceeded to eat his face. But not before showing him that J.J. Abrams and George Lucas had turned into skinless blue lizards who had subjugated the entire fan base by... I mean... It brought his sad, empty life meaning without compromising the integrity of the original spirit of the source material by allowing shallow materialism to reign over courageous expression. I mean, go to sleep, consume, obey, go to sleep, consume, obey, go to sleep, consume, obey. We live, you sleep, money is your god, marry and reproduce. Sorry, folks, don't know what happened there. Rest well and speedy recovery, Donnie. In other news, Frank Castle has been in talks with Audible to release a series of Dr. Seuss titles later this year, starting with such great classics as One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Who can forget? I don't like green eggs and ham. I don't like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Would you let the drug cartel sell death to your kids while the criminal element eats your loved ones for breakfast? Would you just watch as the corruption that chokes this city stamps out any goodness left by the second? Would a one-man war on crime be the only sane response in a world gone mad? I do not like it, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. And finally, I would just like to leave you all with a question. If Nicolas Cage named himself after the hero for hire, how come no one will hire that hero? This has been Cesar for the Breaking Red. Thank you.
Thank you, C.
Did you see that he dropped like $1 million on comic books this last week or so?
I just need more of the things that have been putting me in debt.
He's really Big Daddy from Kick-Ass. He really wants to be that guy.
He has become Big Daddy. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, C, for that Breaking Red segment. We're going to go on break, play some music, come back for email and champion season, so stay tuned. We're back.
Cool.
And we're back, and we got emails, and Cesar is going to take it away.
Okay. This is from Chastity, yeah?
Yeah.
Chastity Ubinas.
Oh,
All right.
realest sounding name ever.
Here we go. You guys are awesome.
Oh,
Just wanted to champion a couple of things. First is an app called Comic Geek. Now that I recently have been purchasing many comics, I wanted to keep them organized. Because I'm a girl. That's what girls do.
oh,
Ashley, is this true?
is that what girls do?
I'm not going to argue with someone named Chastity.
Chastity.
Yeah.
Chastity.
She sounds
Chastity.
for real.
McGillicuddy.
All right. You can keep track of the comics you have, make a list of upcoming books you want, and other cool functions. Also, wanted to champion Loot Crate.
Oh,
Not sure, do you guys subscribe to any of the monthly subscription boxes? Last month, we got this awesome Thanos oven mitt.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I also saw the recall because it actually did not protect you against heat. So the Infinity Gauntlet was flawed on that. It was missing a.
It was missing a gem.
Yeah.
You know, the power gem.
It was missing the 500.
warning: do not use.
It was missing the Fahrenheit gem. That's what it
Do not use with oven.
The power is mine to remove Totino's pizzas.
Oh, Marvel.
Lastly, I would like to champion Bob's Burgers. If you have not seen it, you really need to check it out. It's hilarious. If you're a short box parent like myself, the Bob's Burgers comics are a fun read and are a fun read for the little ones. Keep up the great job, and thanks for the laugh. Well, thank you, Chastity, for listening.
Real quick, two things. One, I don't think any of us subscribe to any of the Loot Crate stuff.
I do not.
I know Adam subscribes to the Star Wars equivalent one.
He used to.
No, I think he still does. I had when I seen him Monday, he had mentioned it, and he was saying that the Star Wars one. I don't know the name right now, but the Star Wars equivalent of Loot Crate. He said that one has probably been the most worth it because I know he's tried Loot Crate. But
That's relative, though. It's relative to what you want.
He's saying Loot Crate is just too it's too broad. So you get a bunch of shit that you're not into and some random stuff. But the Star Wars, you know, you're getting.
It's relative, though.
He's saying that. He was trying to promote just more focused
that
boxes.
Star Wars one,
like
works.
the Marvel Corps one, or I think DC's coming out with a DC one as well. But he said the Star Wars one, you get like 2 Funkos, a shirt, and like some additional pins all the time. So
if you like that stuff,
yeah, exactly.
If you like Star Wars and bearded.
And I want to ask, so are your comics like just all over the place? Like it's weird that like you keep just the organization at the shop, but you're like on your own personal collection.
Since you're a girl and that's what you do,
Yeah.
do you organize stuff?
So my comics are organized by when I took them home. So that's how
Yeah,
they're in
I was
my
doing that
short
too.
boxes.
Yeah,
So
nice.
if I'm a couple issues, but like I was trying to find the last 3 issues of Harrow County. I had to go through like 4 boxes just to find them. But that's kind of organized. It's organized by
Date.
date.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That works.
All right, we'll give you a pass.
like girls do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shrugging. Question mark?
Can't speak for that.
Big
all right.
teardrop.
Pokemon? All right. This next one is from, of course, Matthew Stinson.
Boo. I'm still in wrestling mode. Sorry. Here, it's a Mad Attack.
It is a mad attack.
Mad Attack.
Short box. Have you ever wondered? Hold on. Have you ever wondered what your 2 best friends would do if they met and hung out without you? That's basically the new Kevin Hart and The Rock movie. The title is Central Intelligence, but that's pointless and it doesn't matter. It would have been better marketing if they had just called it the Kevin Hart and The Rock movie. But anyway, this movie was great. It was better than great, actually. It's the new Happy Gilmore. Simple plot, and you smile the whole way through. I'm not the one that usually sees comedies in the theater, but I'm glad I saw this one, and I hope there's another one. It made fanny packs cool again.
They weren't cool?
I guess not. We missed the boat on that one. Sincerely, Mad Attack, parentheses. By the way, the attack this week is the people's elbow.
Ooh, and he kept it wrestling.
Wow.
It's like he knew. It's like he knew what our theme was going to be. There's one other. First of all, that's like the third or fourth person that says Central Intelligence is pretty good, so I might end up watching that. I usually just wait for the comedy movies for DVD, but I might go see this. Dwayne Feenstra had hit us up on Twitter because Ed, you had posted like this like picture of like Chewbacca, and you had wrote like the Bigfoot caption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had actually asked. He was like, he had sent us a question. He was like, "Isn't there a comic where the Millennium Falcon crashes on Earth and Chewie is the basis of the Bigfoot myth?" I had seen that, and I was like, "Huh, I'll look that up for him." And there actually is a story that he's referencing.
It was a fan fiction written by Ashley, actually. If I'm not mistaken.
You can find it in subreddit fanfictions by Ashley or Ash Fictions, as they like to be called. But
Chewbacca and Loki.
Yeah. The story is actually found in a Dark Horse comic, Star Wars Tales number 19. It's written by W. Hayden Blackman and Sean Murphy, which was pretty awesome.
Who is that? Some guy.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. David, good shot. All right.
Eddie Murphy's brother.
You get to take the gauntlet
Eddie Murphy's other brother.
Yeah. So the premise is that Chewie and Han Solo crash on Earth around like the northwestern region.
They're from Zamunda.
Yes. Han Solo gets killed by some Native Americans.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So,
Oh man.
So
Han did not shoot first.
He did not.
did not shoot at all.
He got killed by an arrow. He
So
had a
ends
laser.
They end up running to some Native Americans. They get into it with them. Han Solo gets killed. He asks Chewbacca to take him back to the Millennium Falcon to die. Years later, Indiana Jones is exploring and finds the ship. And
Is this for real?
yeah, it's a story.
This is ridiculous.
Star Wars Tales number 19.
This sounds really, really bad.
Really scary.
Ashley, I cannot
what do you think?
Yeah,
condone
your
this.
fan fiction.
How many mushrooms and how many toads did you lick?
I'm reading it
before
from
writing this?
ashfictions.com. So
Toad licking was involved.
I can't find it.
It's my new band, Toad Licker.
I think this sounds amazing.
So
dun.
Han Solo's kind of exploring, finds the Millennium Falcon. Meanwhile, in the back, Chewbacca's like kind of just watching things as it unfolds. Indiana Jones finds the Millennium Falcon, finds Han Solo's skeleton, and he's kind of like, you know what? I think we should just call it a day and just kind of leave it as is. The short story is called Into the Great Unknown. So that's kind of the premise of what Feenstra was kind of referring to. So
Wow.
yes, Feenstra, there is a story, and
God.
I didn't sleep that night. I felt really uncomfortable after reading that. I was like, this is the worst Ashley fan fiction ever. I'm going to go back to my Justified
I
ones.
wonder what Adam would say about this story.
Greatest story ever.
Yeah, Adam would be like, best story ever.
More ribs.
What?
Yes, I would appreciate more ribs in these Star Wars.
So
Adam is now Orson Welles. I don't know why, but he is Orson Welles at the Bearded Pig writing the great American novel.
All right, so I had made a reference that Ryan...
Frozen peas, please.
Ryan Fuck Thompson from GAM was to come on the show. He went to E3, and he also had an event he wanted to plug. I told him we'll go and take care of that. See, I'm going to turn it over to you. He has sent me the details. So
This is a good one
it out for
here.
him.
All right. Am I going to just read what he wrote?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, because this is going to be...
Because you know him, he'll try to come back and sue me for like slander or some shit, you know.
Okay, so In Cahoots, Saturday, Sunday, July 3rd, a GAM Alliance event unifying the people of all backgrounds and showing our support for the LGBTQ community. DJ Pristine is going to be there. It's a DJ for the GAM Icons event. He'll be doing a lot, of course, DJing and raffling off artwork by Karen. Let's see if I can say her name right. I don't want to mess it up. Krayuki. GAM crowd play, where the GAM crowd tries to beat the game for prizes, basically. There's a Disney corner full of Saturday morning cartoon games. Video Game Rescue and Arcade Jacks are supporting the game stations. Cheap drinks, a drag show. Ooh, lots of fun. So, tickets are $5 at gamfreedom.eventbrite.com. $1 of each ticket goes towards Jasmine, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Jasmine, local LGBTQ supporter. So I know Ryan, well, he was talking to you at Exchange, basically, like you were basically commending him, saying, "Hey, man, it's pretty cool. You're doing something.
Yeah.
This is nice." And Ryan's like, if GAM doesn't stand for something, then I have failed. Like he said, then if all it's ever been has just been a house party, then I dropped the ball, basically. And I couldn't agree more with Ryan as far as that's concerned. As much shit talk as we do regarding the guys from. This is definitely something worth getting into, in my humble opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's very big of Ryan to basically allow his video outlet to bring us all together, which is something good.
Absolutely, man. I'll even tip my hat to him. So once again, it's going to be In Cahoots Saturday. And I'm sorry, I think it's Saturday or Sunday, July 3rd. Like Cesar said, it's a Game Alliance event unifying people all background. So come out there and support. And it's only $5 too, which is pretty cheap. Ashley, by the way, is looking at us like, whoa, I didn't know this was going to get serious like that. I thought I came here to say fuck Ryan too, guys. All right, so that's it for the shout-outs and emails. And as always, if you want your email read on the show, shoot us a message. Like I said, it could be on anything, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, or email theshortboxjacks@gmail.com. So with that being said, it's about that time for our infamous champion season. For you first-time listeners, Champion Season is the segment of the show where we go around the table and highlight something from the pop culture realm that we have that's really resonated with us and we want to share with you guys. So this is our chance to kind of talk about the things that we really like and maybe might even convince you to check it out. Ashley, ladies first.
So this movie, I think it's still in theaters, but it was The Nice Guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Crowe. So yeah,
It's the Shane Black movie, right?
Yeah, who did Iron Man 3? Not good.
Okay, hold on. We'll redeem him. We'll redeem him. He was in Predator.
Okay.
He's done a lot.
He has done a lot.
career,
Yeah.
That was I think it's the only Shane Black movie I've seen besides this, so I wasn't really into it. I got free tickets and I saw it, and I loved it so much that I went the next weekend and bought tickets.
What?
Put
Support.
money towards
Wow.
it.
Put your money where your mouth is, huh?
Wow.
It's probably the funniest movie I've seen in at least a couple of years. It was really good.
awesome. What else?
Okay,
you got?
yeah. You had like 3, right?
Oh, we do them all at once?
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you thought this was like a kumbaya circle thing?
I thought we'd all share.
thank you,
keep going.
Ashley.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Ashley. It's good. The bomb
Give
goes
him a
out.
chance.
Give him a chance to talk.
The next one is The Rattler by, I think it was Jason McNamara and Greg Hinkle drew it. Greg Hinkle that did Airboy, which was really good. It's kind of a one-shot trade. It had a really good story. It had a twist at the end. I just read it all at one time. It was really, really good.
Sweet.
So definitely, it was one that I read at the comic shop and then I took it home. I didn't put it back.
She's like, and I didn't pay for it.
For it either.
I never do.
Benefits.
I hope you're listening, Neil. I never do.
Steal it.
Yeah. So, and
Bonus.
the last one is, I don't know if anyone's seen pictures of this yet, but Sideshow's coming out with this quarter scale, premium format Loki
Ooh, sexy.
statue. It's huge. It's like, I don't know, almost 2 feet tall with a base and everything.
Wow.
You getting it?
So the pre-orders came out. And I was like,
yes.
I need to not do this. This is a lot of money. And so I I couldn't hold out any longer. It was like 15 minutes and I had signed up for it. So it comes out in December.
This one has hot.
Super excited for it.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's the movie version, right?
It's a movie version.
Okay.
It's not like the ugly old Loki, which I
Yeah.
like too. It's not just Tom Hiddleston. He's okay.
Loki the
He's
Croon.
okay.
Yeah,
He's
I like all
okay.
Lokis.
I just ordered a $500 statue.
All Lokis are beautiful.
Well, I was going to
okay.
ask earlier, have you read Thor Blood Brothers?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
really ugly in that. It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it when he's ugly.
But it's a good story because it's
Yeah.
like he's trying. I mean, the Twilight Zone-y twist at the end is that he's like,
Yeah.
no, don't.
Yeah.
We're supposed.
I like
we're
that.
Gonna keep fighting forever.
I like that prevalent. I don't mind it when he's not attractive and hot, but it's still Loki.
She likes all Lokis.
All Lokis are beautiful.
all
very-
Lokis are beautiful.
Is that your
That's
new
a
rating?
bumper
Is
sticker.
that going to be your rating scale on this?
Lokis are beautiful.
It's pretty.
I mean, I from about all right. In your opinion, a scale of 1 to Loki, where are do you stand on this issue?
That's funny. I think that might have been the first statue champion on this episode or show. So, congratulations, you're breaking ground. I like it. I like it.
Already.
You got a future, kid.
Already.
All right, see, what about you?
Well, my champions will be, the first one is The Demonologist, and it's a book based off the lives of Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I like both 1 and 2. And the movies take heavily from this book. It came out like early 80s, but they're just now re-releasing it because of the, success of the films. Even if like you don't buy into any of that stuff, it's still fun to read because it's scary. Mm-hmm. It's just really, really, I don't know. It's freaking great.
Ooh, ghosts.
Yeah. Ooh, demons more appropriately.
Ooh, demons. Ooh.
So it's pretty good. And
I make shit up.
The next
my house.
The next don't take the piss out of my freaking win there, Ed.
Jeez, Ed.
This is
actually
good.
normally we're more respectful during champion
I would say
time.
I would say if you like The Conjuring, definitely read this book because it's definitely the imagery, like I said, you don't have to buy into any of it, but it's still like something you would be like, man, I don't want to read this at night because this is the last thing I'm going to think about before I go to bed. Shit. And Twin Peaks is my next champion, which I know it's old, but because it's on Netflix, it is now relevant again.
What is that show about?
Good question.
It's David Lynch.
If you're not familiar with anything David Lynch has done, there's no way to answer that question.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's bizarro.
That's what I'm saying. You have to watch the first episode of that show. The first 2, because weird stuff happen. It'll make you feel weird. I mean, like, really make you feel weird.
I'm already good at doing that to myself anyways, so I don't need a show.
Well, it's kind of like a pseudo, because he said he wanted it to feel timeless, but at the same time, like it's the 50s. Uh-huh. And you get that vibe, like when you watch it right down to the soundtrack. Mm-hmm. Very like, oh man, I can't even explain. It's just really weird.
Very weird. Yeah.
He's known for his surrealist films, Mulholland Drive, wacky movie, even Dune. A lot of people were like, "Oh, fuck Dune! You shouldn't have directed that movie, whatever." But if you watch it and if you've read the novel, like, if he had the chance to make a 6-hour Dune movie, he'd have knocked it out. He'd have knocked it out because the book, he covered all the weirdness. But anyway, yes, Twin Peaks and The Demonologist.
Okay,
those are my picks.
All right, Ed, what about you?
I just have one this week because it was a crazy week. But Voltron is back on Netflix.
Oh, you mean Power Rangers?
I mean, shit. Oh, don't make me go Marvel OG.
I love it.
Let me tell you something.
Look,
first of all, I've heard nothing but good stuff about Voltron.
It's awesome.
It
I
is
wish
good.
they had the.
That was the oh fuck
the music.
I talked with Lars before this show happened, and I was gonna champion the Voltron show last episode, and I was like, "Fuck, you know who's gonna beat me to it is Ed," and he was like, "Just say it before he does," and I was like, "I don't know if I'll remember," because I was gonna do it last week, and I was like, "Shit."
Voltron's awesome. Yeah, definitely. See, I'm halfway through it. I haven't seen all of them, but I know Jack's Nerd, he wrote a review on all the episodes. So if you guys want to check out a review, check his out. But really good show. They put a lot of looks like they put a lot of money in the animation. And one of my favorite comedians is a voice actor, Rhys Darby from Flight of the Conchords, Murray. Rhys Darby. So he's doing all the voices. So there's some humor in it.
Who does he play on the show?
He's like the Queen's kind of like assistant or like his right hand man. Yeah. So he's he's basically like training the kids how to use the lions and stuff.
That's awesome.
So yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. There's like humor in it. It's not too serious like a lot of those old cartoons are there.
And I'll form the head.
Yeah. Yeah. They try to be serious, but it comes off campy. But it's a lot of humor. I think just because it's a more modern show now, it's the characters are a lot more developed than the original Voltron. It's a product of its time.
I was going to say, it's just the timing.
80s, it was just to sell toys. That's basically all it was on TV for, just to sell Voltron toys, which I had a lot of.
I did too.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, you know what? And it's funny because
fucking mom gave them all away. God damn it.
Fuck moms.
It's my retirement.
The short
I had
box,
the metal, the
hate
die-cast
mothers.
metal one.
Did you really?
Yeah. Fucking hey, dude. Anyway,
That's depressing.
yeah, I know. All my stuff.
You
I
know-
could've retired right now.
My pops recently got an iPad, so he's been like messing with that and getting to know it. And Saturday around
to
like
know you.
and Saturday at 9 around 9, he FaceTimed me on his iPad, right? And I wake up,
Boy,
Now
wake
you're
up.
screwed.
I'm like, what are you doing FaceTime me in the morning? He was like, better question, what are you doing? Still sleeping? And I was like, what do you want? He was like, what's your Netflix password? I was like,
like
you know
Zed
you can
from
shoot
Power
a text.
Rangers.
I was like, why don't you just shoot a text or call? He was like, I wanted the FaceTime.
See you.
And,
See what you're doing.
The reason why he wanted my Netflix password because he heard about the Voltron show. He was like, you know how to watch it, boy.
Awesome.
I like how your dad is different things. Like, to me, he's the thing. Like, every time your dad talks, it's like, Johnny, what are you doing? And then it's like, when you talk about your dad,
Like
he's
Shaft.
No, he's B.A. Baracus from the A-Team. Hey, boy, you better pick up that phone.
He's like Paul Mooney to me.
That's funny. So
I always got upset when people like, oh man, and we're about the same age where when Power Rangers came out, I totally shit on it because
too, yeah.
I was like, yeah, Power Rangers. All the people, I was like, fuck the Power
Yeah,
Rangers, man,
Voltron.
Voltron. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying Voltron's where it's at. I don't know why I'm from the 70s.
yeah, I was like, dude, well, you are older than I
dig?
thought.
Voltron, you dig?
yeah,
you drive turkeys watching Power Rangers.
I ain't trying to hear that fucking Rita Repulsa
Yeah.
bullshit.
I wasn't into it. Yeah.
I'm talking about Hagar, the original Space Witch.
Flying coffins and shit.
How many?
Yeah.
It's just one season on Netflix, right?
Season
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
It is American, but they did their best to make
Yeah.
the animation look, I guess,
Yeah, it has like anime style.
sort of a
Yep.
Japanese
Character
flair
design.
to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's slick. It is very slick.
It's the DreamWorks, I think, and Netflix.
Oh, they got that
So-
Spielberg money.
Yeah, they got Spielberg money.
Are you watching Voltron, Ashley?
I've never seen any Voltron.
Oh my god.
I need to.
Have you heard much about
I
it at
heard
the
it
shop?
was amazing. Well, yeah, Ricketts comes in, hangs out,
Okay.
yeah, and told me it was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He really
yeah.
likes it.
Oh, he
Deal.
obsessed.
Yeah.
I gotta add that to my queue. All right, so I'll go ahead and do my champion season. We'll wrap it up. The first one champion is DC Universe Rebirth, Aquaman #1. First of all, the Rebirth books, all of them have been pretty good so far. And I had to pick up Aquaman because the last Aquaman series that Jeff Johns had started was really phenomenal. This one is written by Dan Abnett and drawn by Brad Walker and what's the other name? Andrew Hennessy. Great last name, by the way.
Hennessy.
So this book will ship twice monthly. It's one of the twice monthly books. Yeah, the art is phenomenal. I follow Brad Walker on Facebook, and he was posting just the pencils, which really won me over. So I had to pick up the first issue, and it's written by Dan Abnett, one of my favorite writers. So the premise for the first issue is Aquaman is attempting to broker like peace between Atlantis and the surface world. But of course, Black Manta comes in like last minute and fucks everything up. So like really simple plot.
This is really good.
Yeah, the
like if
art-
J. Scott Campbell and Michael
Yep.
Turner had a baby.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it
it's
looks like a
good.
lot.
Brad Walker used to draw a lot of the Guardians of
No
the Galaxy
disrespect
stuff.
to him. That's a compliment. This is really
So
very nice.
I just had to pick it up on Brad Walker alone, but finding out Dan Abnett wrote it, and the first issue was just a good opening. So, like I said, you can't really go wrong with any of the DC Rebirth stuff, but Aquaman was...
Hold on. You said Abnett wrote it?
Yeah.
That's why you're into this book.
But I didn't know that till
No.
after I bought it.
I mean, you know, it's just
His name's just on a cover.
Marvel writer writing for.
I was hoping maybe the Guardians of the Galaxy would show up.
It's always a mystery, like who does the comic, till after you buy it.
Right,
You never know.
I was holding
That's who
out that
did it.
maybe
I'm like-
Spider-Man would show up.
Like I'm like Aquaman. Why is Barter like Aquaman so much? Kind of a lame. Oh, now I know.
Worth it. Pick it up. All right, and the next thing I will champion is ProfessorMesser.com. It is a video.
4chan.
Yeah, it's an Ash fan fiction subreddit. No, I've been
About Tony Danza.
I've been studying towards. I'm getting back on my certification training, so I've been studying for some techno certifications, and I came across
Nerd.
this really. I deserve it on that one. The shit I've been learning in the past week definitely deserve it. But I found this really helpful resource called ProfessorMesser.com. He is basically kind of a computer guru, and he offers all of these free kind of like videos, notes, and stuff. The basic idea is his goal is to provide quality training for the world's most popular technical certifications. If you are in the technical industry, you know that there's a big demand for people with strong technical foundations, and a lot of these certifications that you can test for and pay a shit ton, way too much money for, they help provide a common starting point for people working towards their initial technology certifications. Professor Messer grew up actually in North Florida, and he had realized that the opportunity, that there wasn't much opportunity as far as resources to learn about all of the material for these certifications. So he said, you know what, I'll make a website. I'll have some really good videos to teach you how to repair a computer, repair a network, basic troubleshooting. I've learned a bunch of stuff from him, and it's because his videos are just really well done. Like they're really quick, 5 to 10 minutes. You'll learn how to troubleshoot a printer, how a printer works. You'll learn how to troubleshoot a network, the difference between a LAN and different printer ports, different cables, just a bunch of like super nerdy computer stuff. Cool. But it's just, he makes it so simple because he's not like super detailed. He's kind of high level for the most part. His videos aren't boring, so I got to recommend it to anyone that's going for any of their technical certifications, or if you don't know shit about computers and you want to learn, it's pretty awesome. So ProfessorMesser.com. And the last thing I'll champion is yesterday, which June 25th marked the 20th anniversary of my all-time favorite rap album, Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. So there was a lot. That guy.
Yeah, I know him as Jazzy from the Mars Project. So
yesterday was the 25th anniversary, so there was a bunch of like all of my favorite like hip hop blog sites. Like we're doing a bunch of different stuff. But a documentary came out titled RD20 or Reasonable Doubt 20, and it featured a bunch of interviews with those involved in the making of the album, as well as live footage from a lot of the studio sessions, performances. So if you are a big hip-hop fan and love Jay-Z, then I recommend this documentary big time.
Can you be both?
No, you can only be one, apparently. According to ashfanfiction.com/ Jay-Z, I love
She's
Jay-Z.
an expert on hip-hop as well?
Yeah. That ashfanfiction.com site is
all over the place.
crazy.
I just call him Beyonce's husband.
Bay's husband.
Nice.
Mr. Beyonce.
So Aquaman Man #1, ProfessorMesser.com, and Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt documentary. So, yeah. And actually, that is normally how the show ends. At this point, we say something kind of witty, something cool, and then
Why are you lying?
Yeah, no, we don't ever say anything witty. Other than if you enjoyed the show and you want more Shortbox content, go to our official website, shortboxjocks.com. From there, we got links to our SoundCloud, our iTunes, Stitcher Radio page, as well as all of our other social media stuff. Shoot us a message. Let us know what you thought about the show, champion something, or just talk to us. Also, I let everyone do shout-outs. Anyone have any shout-outs or shameless plugs?
I do. This Tuesday, I have a show at the Comedy Zone. Starts at 7:30. If you want to get it, like as always, if you want to get in for free, just say you're there to see me. So,
What's your comedian name again?
Cesar Cabana. Remember Cesar Cabana.
it's the Macho Man. Oh yeah.
Ashley, you got any shameless plugs?
The comic shops are doing a convention in November, Hall of Heroes, and so far we have George Perez,
oh wow,
Frank Barbieri, I think I'm saying it right.
Yes, the dude from Five Ghosts, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and then Adam Brace Thomas is going to be there.
Sonic, yep.
And that's about it.
Dang, yes, secured George Perez.
Yeah, we got George.
It's going to be
Moving
where
on.
the wrestling.
Yeah.
You know he's Puerto Rican, don't you?
Oh, have him on a show. It's at the same place as the wrestling.
Yeah, the Armory.
The Armory.
Okay.
So-
Ed,
Yeah.
you got any plugs?
Nothing. No. Next show I'm doing would be GAM, so I'm going to be working on stuff for that. Next month. Yeah.
Actually, Ashley, your website. Do you have a website where people can contact you for art?
Yeah, it's just
We look out for one another.
AshleyLanny.com. Yeah.
Say it again?
AshleyLanny.com. LANNI. So, and the 27 Club anthology through Action Lab is still in the comic shops. So, I have a story in that. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
And if you want any justified fan fiction,
Yeah.
Jay-Z fan fiction,
Loki.
Loki, hate love relationships, ashfanfiction.com. You know, people are actually going to look up that site. I need to go ahead and secure that domain right now.
it.
So, all right, folks, thank you for listening, and stay tuned for next week. So yeah, that's about how our first crew episode went. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that walk down memory lane. That's the end of our show, Shortbox Nation. Thank you for hanging out and sharing your most valuable commodity with us, which is your time. You could be listening to any other podcast, but you're here with us, and that means a lot. Thank you. It is appreciated. I personally want to recognize and shout out our sponsor, Gotham City Limit, and of course, our Shortbox patrons. If you feel inclined to help us pay some podcast bills and keep this thing going, consider becoming a Shortbox patron. We'll reward you with bonus episodes, commercial-free listening, merch, and a whole lot more. Check out what we have to offer for your contributions on our membership site, patreon.com/theshortbox. With all that being said, listeners, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll have the crew back next week taking on some topics assigned by our patrons and more episodes in the following weeks, including remastered versions of key milestone episodes like this one. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned to the podcast feed. And in the meantime, continue to make mine and yours Shortbox. And keep it geeky.